be beaming, I be booming down that block. Everywhere you go, you know they know I'm hot.
What's the deal, my good people? Happy Sunday. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you all are having a great weekend. If this is your first time here, I want to welcome you. Pull up a seat. I hope you enjoy the content. And before we get into the food, I want to ask that you like, comment, share, subscribe, and also go ahead and tap that bell so you're notified whenever I have any new uploads, schedule a premiere, or whenever I go live. All right? So, as you can see, I was talking to some of y'all last night on live. I'm like, what should I eat today? What should we have? They was like, yeah, do some fruit, do something juicy. So here we are with some fruit. I got some pineapple, I got some grapes, and some watermelon. So I'm excited because it's gonna be a light breakfast. I have a brunch to go to, so this is a perfect way to start the day. Let's see. And this pineapple is sweet. I think I'm gonna add some tahini to it. This is tahini for anybody that has never had it before. That's what it looks like. It's so good. I usually put it on like my watermelon, pineapple. I put it on my cucumbers as well. It's good. So this is what the pineapple looks with the tahini on it. Can y'all see that? Yeah. How's your weekend going? Mine so far so good. I got so much needed rest. I did a collab yesterday. I did a collab with Chocolate Girl Eats. It's gonna be on her channel. So whenever that drops, I will definitely be sharing it with you all so y'all can check it out and go and support her as well. I've been seeing all the Vlogmas videos. How the holiday season going, y'all? Y'all been out there shopping? Y'all still out there getting them deals? I ain't done no shopping. I haven't done any shopping. I'm good for being a last minute shopper. So, nothing will be different this year. You know, I say last minute, I probably start shopping like around the 20th, 21st. Speaking of shopping, that's what I meant to mention. I just wanted to give a reminder that if there's a woman that you're shopping for that is plus size, sizes 1X to 3X, either for yourself or someone else, please check out my mother's website, ShirleyGirlBoutique.com. The link is below in the description. There is a sale going on. It's going on now. It's been going on since we were in Hawaii, so sometime last month it started, but it's good until December 31st, so go pick yourself something up. Well, go pick something up for yourself, 20% off. Enter red as you're checking out to get that discount, all right? We are going to be continuing with what happened to that boy. I'm glad that you guys seem to enjoy part 1. I'm still working my way through the comments and stuff on that, but it looks like y'all enjoyed part 1. So part 2, about to get started in a second. I want to give a big shout out to Casey Connection. I did her cucumber challenge yesterday. In her video yesterday, she said the nicest things about me, and I really appreciate that. Like, you know, the things that she said, like, just made me feel seen. I mean, you guys always make me feel seen, but it just, you know, it was just nice of her to take the time out to just say some really kind words about me and talk about my content and my podcast, and I really appreciate that. I do. Like, I don't know, something about that message, I just really needed to hear it, you know. It's a couple things I've been kind of struggling with behind the scenes, you guys, and I will share with you soon. But yeah, I really needed that. So thank you, Casey. Thank you so much. All right. I think I'm gonna go ahead and get into the story now. So we left off with Christina giving me permission to talk to Damien, you know, date him or whatever you want to call it. And also, you know, I went through my reasons on why I would say yes, should he ask me, right? So now, you know, we back at school. Let's say a weekend went by, we back at school now. And this week, all of a sudden, I swear to y'all, I'm seeing Damien everywhere I look. But I see him before he sees me every time. So I'm like getting out the way. It's like, I don't want it to be real. I don't want him to approach me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going out my way. I'm taking the long way on campus to get to classes. And I don't know. Like, I'm just trying to stay out the way. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really don't want him to ask me. It's like I do because of the Christina thing. But I really don't want him to ask me. So I'm like, all right. I'm just doing my thing, minding my business, just going out the way to dodge him. So one day, one of my friends is like, Rhonda, can you go with me to the gym to get whatever? And I was like, I mean, it didn't seem like a strange request. So I go with her to the gym. Well, of course, we go to the gym. Damien inside the gym, waiting for me. And I'm like, for real, you gonna set me up? She was like, yeah, just talk to the boy. So I'm like, all right. So I talked to Damien, and he was like, what's up? He was like, what's up, Rhonda? You know, where you been? I'm like, I've been around, like, you know, what's going on? He was like, oh, you know, nothing, just trying to talk to you and see what's up. I was like, okay, what's up with what? He was like, I'm trying to see what's up with me and you. I was like, you're interested in me? He was like, yeah. He was like, don't seem so surprised. Like, I was like, okay, you know. He was like, so? He was like, is it a problem that I'm a senior? I was like, I don't think so. Because I was a junior I was a sophomore at the time, and he was a senior. So he was like, do you think it'll be a problem? I was like, I don't think so. I mean, I've got to talk to my parents or whatever, but I don't think it's going to be a problem. So he was like, okay, you know, well, you know, here's my phone number. Like, we could at least talk on the phone if that's cool with you. And I'm like, yeah, that's cool. So we started talking on the phone. I told my parents about him. I just, like, mentioned it lightweight. Because I still need to know if I liked him. You know, because just because he was cute and played basketball wasn't enough. I wanted to, like, really know he was about something. We start talking on the phone every single day. He has great conversation. He's really charming. He was really charming. He's from the South. His family is from Louisiana. So he was just very, very charmed. He had, like, charm. He had, like, this Southern charm about him. You know what I'm saying? And he listened very well. Like, he was attentive and things like that. I can tell he was a mama's boy, too. Not that that was a bad thing, but I could tell. He was very respectful of his mom, you know, his sister. And it was cool, like, learning about his family dynamic. Just learning about our lives, period. I'm telling about him about my family life. I'm learning about his family life. And we're hitting it off, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're enjoying each other. At school, of course, these conversations have now carried on to the schoolyard. So we're passing letters with each other. I'm meeting up with him during lunch. We don't spend all of our lunch together, but we, like, kind of check in with each other. Like, what's up? You know, what you about to eat? Blah, 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 whatever. He's like, you good? You want me to get you something? And that would be it. You know what I'm saying? So we weren't together, but we were, like, hanging out, really getting to know each other, right? So everybody checking us out, think it's cute. You know, look at Damien, look at Rhonda, you know, stuff like that. So it was cool. You know, we was hanging out again. So now I'm, like, telling my parents, okay, I think I want to move forward with, like, dating him. Like, how do you guys feel about it? My parents were like, we're not tripping. Like, they wanted to meet him, and they did. They thought he was a really nice guy. He lived only down the street, maybe a couple miles down the street. So my parents felt comfortable with me hanging out with him, with his family dynamic and stuff or whatever. So it was cool. So I started going to his house. He started coming to mine. Now, we would go to his house. We would watch basketball games. He was a really big Chicago Bulls fan. I was a huge Laker fan. So at the time, Michael Jordan and Magic Johnson was still playing. So we would just go at it. Like, we would go so hard for our teams, you guys. Like, defending who was the best player, who had the better team, who was going to win the championship. Like, we was just doing so much together. So we had fun. Just spending time with each other in his room. We was never doing nothing. You know, his door, I think his door was closed. But, you know, his mom wasn't tripping. So when he would come to my house, he wouldn't really hang out in my house. He would be more so picking me up. So he had his license, and he shared a car with his mom. So he would come to my house. You know, my parents would, he'd come to the door, you know, talk to my parents for a little bit. And we would go to the movies or whatever. I had a curfew. He always got me home on time. It was cool. And again, we were not together at this time. So I feel like it was a couple times where I ran into Christina and she just kind of rolled her eyes at me. I mean, I didn't roll my eyes at her. I was just like laughing because she was just like, you know, all I could play was that phone conversation of her giving me permission, you know, to hang out with Damien or whatever. So, you know, like for whatever reason, it seemed like Christina kind of faded into the background. I kind of stopped seeing her, right? I'm like, is she being homeschooled? Like, where the girl at? You know what I'm saying? Like, not that I was looking for her like that, but I mean, she was always around. So, whatever. I ran in, like I said, saw her a couple of times, and after that, she kind of faded into the background. So now, the basketball season at our school is picking up, right? So he's like, Rhonda, you gonna start coming to the games? I was like, what? He was like, yeah. Come to the games, you know what I'm saying? Come see me play. I'm like, all right. And it was kind of cool because a couple of my friends were the stat girls. So I would sit next to them, watch the game. The game started getting really intense. I would see the college recruiters in the, you know, in the stands. He'd be talking to them after the game. So it was cool just like seeing him do his thing. Now, what became a little bit of a problem was during halftime. You know how the players come back out. They start warming up, getting shots and stuff up. He would be talking to me instead of paying attention to the game. So that became a little bit of a problem for his coach. So his coach kind of like pulled him to the side about that. So, you know, he let me know, like, Rhonda, I can't, you know, hang out with you during halftime. And I'm like, that's fine, no problem. I'm just really, really coming into his element, you know, learning more about him, his family life. And I feel like we're really compatible. And we get along really, really well. So, in my mind, I'm just thinking like, well, what do we do next? Like, what's the next step? You know what I'm saying? And of course, through all of this, you guys, all I kept on thinking was like, God, I hope he don't bring up sex. Like, I'm not interested in that. And I feel like I was really young, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just wasn't interested, you know what I'm saying? That's all I kept on thinking, like, God, I hope you don't want to have sex. So he never brings it up, you know, while we're in this dating, getting to know each other phase, which was perfect for me. Like, I'm just kind of taking it one day at a time. So another thing me and Damien also started doing was that he started teaching me how to play basketball. So I had never played organized basketball before. I loved basketball, understood all the concepts of it, but never played. So he would take time out and go with me to the park, or we'd play in front of his house. So he was showing me how to tighten up my defense, you know, working on my jump shot. Just doing like different plays and schemes and just different things we would do. He had me really feeling like I was going to play ball, y'all. So I knew that as the year progressed that I was going to try out for the girls team because I felt like I could make it because we spent time practicing. So I was, you know, like that was dope for him to take his time out to show me how to play ball. Like I had never really thought I'd be a basketball player. But I was like, all right, you show me the ropes. I think I got it down pat, you know what I'm saying? So that was cool. Like, that was a little bonding thing that we had going on in our little fake relationship. Because, again, we were not together at this point. So, things started picking up a little bit. So, we still writing letters. I feel like our letters are becoming more frequent. You know, people still got their eyes on us. Like, what's going on? What y'all doing? Are y'all together yet? You know, putting pressure on us. And we taking our time, which I can appreciate. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love that we did stuff the way we wanted to do it. And because it was so easy to jump into a relationship in high school, you know what I'm saying? But we weren't getting to know each other. So, our letters, we're passing way more letters, talking all the time, dedicating music videos, songs, albums to each other, all kind of stuff. It's just super cute. Little puppy love situation going on. And then finally, one day, we're at school, and he walks up to me, and he's like, I saw him that morning. So it was like in the middle of the day. he pulls me to the side as we're walking in between classes, and he's like, you know, Rhonda, I really want to make this official. Do you want to be my girl? I was like, yeah, I guess, you know. Like, we've been, how I'm gonna tell the boy no. We've been hanging out for weeks, and, you know, now this question has finally come. I'm like, damn. I was like, yeah, okay, yeah, I want to be a girlfriend. So, y'all, he gives me the chains that Christina had on previously. So I'm looking at the chains. I'm looking at him. He was like, what, you don't want to wear them? I was like, yeah, okay. Put the chains on. Same 2 chains. Basketball chain and a herringbone, right? So I put it on. Then he was like, okay, you know, it was like chilly outside. He was like, hey, you know, wear my jacket. I got his Letterman jacket on too. So I was like, well, shit, like this is a lot. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like I'm walking around like a billboard, like letting everybody know it's official. So my heart racing. I don't know why, because again, this is my first boyfriend. So I'm like, oh God, you know, everybody gonna start with their questions and all this stuff or whatever. So, so he goes to his class. I go to my class, and now I had to leave in the middle of class to go to the restroom, right? So I go to the restroom. I come out of the restroom. Who y'all think I see? I ain't been seeing Christina. I ain't seen her in a while. I walk right into her. She, of course, immediately sees this chain, excuse me, around my neck. These chains around my neck. And she was like, and I was like, we just eyeballed each other and was just staring, right? And then we were just looking at each other. So she just rolled her eyes. When I tell you she rolled her neck so hard, rolled her eyes and just walked off. I mean, she stomped off. And I was like, damn, like this is crazy. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of how the part 2 is going to end. So again, this was just more so about the time that we put into getting to know each other. I put in more time getting to know Damien than I did some women in my adult life. I just thought about that. Anyway, that's part 2 of what happened to that boy. Keep coming back, y'all. It gets better and better. I can promise you that. Let me know if y'all have any questions. If anything needs to be clarified about story time with Damien and me, or anybody else that's involved in the story, and I'll be happy to answer. So I will meet y'all in the comments. I hope you guys have a great Sunday. I'll be back on Wednesday. So until then, all I ask you to do is be good to yourself. Peace.
I be beaming, I be booming down that block. Everywhere you go, you know they know I'm hot.